Alrighty. Hi, everyone. Hope we're doing well. We should be live here on Twitch. If you can hear something that I'm opening underneath my microphone, I apologize for anyone with misophonia. I found one of my really fun chokers. Guess what I'm going to attempt to put on while we're listening to the intro? I cannot wait. As you guys can tell, today is not your typical day. We are not going through anything that I normally do. There's no tier lists. There's no games. There is just absolute internet bullshittery going around, right? So are we ready to get into what I can only assume are the two weirdest stories, drama-wise, this week that I have gotten into, that I have like kind of caught on and really wanted to talk about, and we'll just like get into a few things. Do I have an intro for this type of segment? No. Why? Because this is experimental and I want to see what happens first. So we're gonna go for the usual song that I usually do, obviously. And obviously, it's just like, it's an epic song. Why wouldn't we? Why wouldn't we? All right, so we're gonna go for the normal intro. Then what we're going to do, I'm going to say hi to you guys, and we're gonna get into the fact that someone paid $6,000, doll hairs, okay, guys, 6,000 doll motherfucking hairs, okay, to get the cops called on them. Are you ready to get into this? Because, oh my gosh, let's go.
Born beneath a moonless sky, raised where mercy goes to die. Still the forest called my name. Nothing there cared what I became. They see darkness in my face, judge my story, know my place. Maybe monsters wear my skin, but they never looked within. Roll the dice, let fate decide. 1 foot lost on either side. Too dark for the morning light, too soft for the endless night. If I don't belong anywhere, maybe that's where I'll be free. Every choice rewrites my name. This is who I choose to be. They expect the worst of me. Maybe I'll surprise us all. Roll the dice, let fate decide. I'm still searching for my side. Not the villain they believe, not the hero they all need. If I never find a home, I'll make one beneath the trees. Every step becomes my path. This is who I choose to be.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, hi, welcome. Yes, I am wearing dungarees today. I also feel really adorable with my hair up. I don't know if any of you guys do this. Okay, girls in the chat, let me know. Okay, when you wear your hair up, right, you wear your hair up, and you do this. Please tell me you're like, wee, the entire time while you're walking around, because that's what I do. Like, I feel like such a happy little brat with my hair like this. Like, wee, motherfucker. Helicopter. This is why I should be a guy. Okay, we're not getting into that discussion so early. Hi, welcome. Okay, I'm kind of excited for today. I won't lie. I'm a little excited for today. I went on a little bit of an exploration mission. All right. I allowed my mind to hop out of bed and take a stroll, same thing basically, down the internet lane and see what I could find. So, have I been on TikTok a lot lately? Yes. Yes, I have. Yes. Yes, which is where I came across the one thing that we're going to be talking about, and I haven't gotten fully into it, so we're going to explore this shit together and decide like if the internet is completely weird with it. Hey Four Paws, hey Mr. Boom, hey Sergeant Nibbles, hey Cryo, hey Sensei Boom, Great Boom Deanie, Angela from the dating app. Hi. Boomlock Poems, my favorite Boom. Boom Ross. What? Boom Ross. The artist? Oh, okay, I could not read that properly. Big Bro Boom and Mr. Boom. I'm so glad you guys are here. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you for pause. I appreciate it. I felt like it was a dungarees kind of day, okay? I needed a day where I just felt as if I'd tried with my outfit. And honestly, to be quite frank, if you ever see me in a dress or dungarees like this, understand, I put zero thought into it because I could not even think of trying to piece two items of clothing together. I was that lazy. I chose one. Okay? Like that is my lazy go-to, is just pick a dress. I don't have to match pants to a shirt. I'm great. So I have lots of fun with it. But thank you very much, guys, for being here. I appreciate it. We're going to go through some dramas. I am very excited. My throat's going to kill me. 2 seconds. Am I still coughing? Yes. Am I feeling a lot better? Yes. I am 2 days off of my antibiotics. Not off, but like 2 days until I finish my antibiotics. And then I'm good. Then we're all good. I should be fine. I have finished all my cortisone tablets, thankfully. So I should not have an issue with that. And I keep improving. I won't need the second course of antibiotics, which will be great. So, I have a question before we get into the first drama, and it kind of pertains to the first drama that we're going to talk about, right? What is the most expensive hotel room you have ever booked? What is the most expensive hotel room out of everything that you have ever booked or stayed at? Okay? And at this, listen, I can tell you now, the most expensive hotel room that I've ever booked, paid for, and stayed at, okay, was about maybe 5.5, 6,000 rand a night. You're looking at like maybe $500 to $600, somewhere there. All right. That's the most expensive that I've gone through. Hotel rooms can be quite pricey here in South Africa, depending on where you go. So the one hotel that we've got here, the one and only, beautiful, beautiful hotel. Some of the best high teas that happen there. Oh my God, if I can tell you now that I am a high tea girly when it comes to the one and only, bitch, I will dress up, hair, makeup, heels, let's go. I am there for those sandwiches, okay? And the fact that they've got the Chinese Cannon tea, which is, oh, such a good black tea. Anyway, so like there's quite pricey things, okay? Now the second part of that question, right, is if you were someone who reviews hotels, preferably in the luxury high-end area of hotels, okay? And you're not someone who takes easy deals. You kind of like, you'll go and you'll pay for the room yourself so that you can give the review honestly, and you can kind of make sure that there's no way that the audience can go, you were bought into this opinion. You can be like, no, I paid for this myself. I didn't take any from them. This is just me doing my job the way I do it, right? You would also kind of like 6,000 rand a night. You should be able to get like quite a few things. You should be able to get onto the property and see the room. Bare minimum, right? Bare minimum. Forsaken, 1,100 a night for our island trip. Yeah, okay, but the island trip was so worth it. That was so worth it. Anyway, that was great. I loved the Ireland trip. Which one was that? Was that the hotel in Dublin? I'm sure, was it the hotel in Dublin? Because that hotel was great. That was beautiful. I've been in a nice hotel in Maryland. Ooh, yeah, the one in Dublin. All right. So I want to introduce you guys to a lovely guy called Ryan Walker. Okay. We're immediately, yes, I have this page set up already. I am so on it today. Am I? No, I knocked over my vape. I'd like to introduce you guys to a guy called Ryan Walker. Now, Ryan Walker is a social media influencer who reviews hotels, and he purchases these hotels nights by himself. He goes in, he hires someone to drive him there, he hires a camera guy to follow him around, he does the full reviews. He has reviewed several big places, okay? In fact, with only 1,155 subscribers on YouTube, he's doing really well for someone who is in the luxury high-end review area. He's been doing this for a while. I'm not going to give you the full details because you guys don't need the full details. What you need to know is that this video came out about 10 days ago. And why did I not talk about it then? I didn't find it then. And there's been new updates, which is why we're talking about it now. All right. He booked to go to this hotel. And I'm going to play this video, and I'm going to do what normal React streamers do. I'm going to stop every few minutes. We're going to talk about what's going on. All right. And we're going to react to it correctly. I want you guys to see. I've seen this video. There's some videos that we're going to watch today that I have not seen, and there's some that I have seen. I have seen this one. And I am shocked. I'm going to tell you now, there's this one. Then there's a live that we need to go through. And then I'm not fucking kidding. The hotel responded with shit. Okay? Like full response. Right? Where this is a big what the fuck going on. It has not hit mainstream yet, which is really sad because this shit should not be going on. So let's get into it. And let's see what our dear friend Ryan Walker has to say about the Aman Vari Hotel in, I'm pretty sure, New Mexico.
I just had one of the most disappointing and embarrassing hotel experiences you could possibly have. I was so excited to check in to the Aman Vari Hotel that just opened this week. And if you don't know me, I am a luxury hotel reviewer here on YouTube. I specialize in very honest reviews of the world's best properties. I'm not going to give away too much as to what happened. I want you to watch the footage. This hotel is $6,000 a night. I'm going to show you what happened when I got there.
I'm not fucking kidding you. $6,000 a night. As we go through this, as we watch this, okay, and we look at what happens, I want you guys to sit and picture spending $6,000 for this experience.
Very excited, the brand new Aman Vari opening. It is quite the drive. So you got a 2-hour drive from San Jose del Cabo into kind of the wilderness here. So they don't really give you very clear directions via email or really anywhere about where to go or what to do. So we've now circled around twice to try to find the hotel. It looks like a...
I just want to preface this quickly. For anyone who wants to just do a quick Google search, and I mean, we can do one as well if you want, but Aman is a very high-class brand. They have hotels fucking everywhere. And I'm not kidding. Okay. I will get it here. Aman Hotels. As you can see, I've clicked into it. This is the hotel. Okay, I expect a luxury penthouse for $6,000 per night. Exactly, David. Exactly. This is the website for the brand. They've got Aman Vari, Mexico one. This is literally the one he is talking about. This one. Okay, this is the one he's talking about. If we go down, they're starting an at sea. They're getting a fucking cruise ship. A cruise ship. Okay. They've got residences. They've got essentials. Their destination list, guys. America and Caribbean, Europe, Middle East and Africa, Asia continued. Like, this is a huge company. Okay? Huge company. And they did not give correct instructions on how to get to the place. They didn't give correct directions. They've had to circle around twice trying to find the place. The sheer what the fuck.
Warehouse. Is this the hotel? He said this is the hotel? Proyecto Aman Vari. Tengo una reservación.
¿Hacia dónde sería? Aman Vari. ¿Dónde es el acceso?
So it's not very organized.
Ok, este es el acceso a colaboradores.
Reservación de Amanvari?
Your name is Brian Walker?
Yes.
Yes, I know you. Allow me to verify your information, okay?
Okay, thank you. What's going
Wait,
on?
so he says his name, and it's like, listen, I want to verify your information. Red flags. Red flags. All the red flags. All the red flags. If you are not running away, you clearly are Taurus and have bull inside you and need to run towards the red flag. Red flags. Red flags. And I can say that I'm a Taurus. Okay? Red flags.
This is such a strange area. It's kind of like
Que no puede ingresar, no pasa.
they say cannot enter.
Ajá, que no entre.
Apparently, our driver's saying in Spanish that they are saying he cannot enter or pass.
Excuse me, Mr. Walker.
Yeah.
We don't have your reservation.
Do you need the number?
No, we don't have your reservation in the system. It's
How did you know who I was then?
I don't know.
There's the $1,000,000 question. How do you know who I was if you don't have my reservation in the system? Isn't that just...
What happened. Maybe you cancel or...
No, I didn't cancel. Here we go. We booked it weeks ago.
Yeah, we don't have your reservation.
Did you see that? 23rd of June. June. I'm pretty sure it said June. Where'd it go? I'll go back now. 23rd of July. 23rd of July. Guys, that's like, it's already, okay, booked. Okay, this is the confirmation. Thank you for choosing the thing. We're like to go, da-da-da, all confirmed. On the 23rd, confirmed. Weeks before, confirmed.
Booked it weeks ago.
Yeah, we don't have your reservation. Actually, this is my supervisor. Did you...
Okay. How are you? Hi there. So what's going on? So here's the reservation.
Did you receive another email?
I don't think so.
Can you?
I get so
when-
many
when
emails.
Your reservation was not confirmed.
No, we booked it.
The reservation was not confirmed, but did they not just get that confirmation email a couple of weeks before?
Weeks ago, we were talking with the team. Look, keep getting emails. This is this morning.
Sorry, mister. Yes, we don't have the information.
What do you mean? I mean, we drove 2 hours. Like, what do you don't have a reservation on file?
Sorry. Yeah.
Can you get the manager, please?
I'm sorry, we don't have a reservation confirmed and we can permit access. This is a private property. You can have a permit access if you have a reservation.
I have a
We don't
reservation. I paid for the hotel. I have a reservation confirmation number. Can you get a manager, please?
We can have access.
We don't have to come in and they come out so we can speak
I'm
to them.
sorry. I'm sorry. I need to talk to the police. I'm sorry. My apologies.
And then she calls the police on him. Can I speak to the manager? No, but I'll call the cops for you. I'll call the cops for you. Now, I'm going to say, there was a cut between that and here. I want to know what happened in that cut. Okay, we're going to go through this as if we're seeing one side, then we will see the other side, and then we will see everything, okay? But this is... I want to know what happened in that cut. I want to know. But still, I have to call the cops.
Wow. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let's go.
Thank you. Gracias. Que les vaya bien.
So just a little flustered here. So
Es mi propiedad y no tengo miedo.
Sí, pero voy a hacer
what is that?
¿Te mueves tú o...?
por eso. Me voy a hacer para atrás,
Ok,
pero no
adelante.
deben de tomar.
We're leaving with nothing to
Adelante,
do.
Muchas gracias.
Sí.
Entonces,
mi
hacemos
estimado,
una
por
cosa
favor.
u otra.
Yep. Yep, she's calling the police right now. Wow. Okay. They said I received an email and I went to a search, and late last night, the night before here when I was filming yesterday, I got an email and he says, I'm writing to you personally regarding your reservation with us arriving tomorrow. Having opened only days ago, we're still in the earliest phase of settling the resort into full operation, and we have taken the difficult decision to reduce arrivals over the coming days while we complete this work. Regrettably, this affects your stay and we are unable to welcome you as planned.
they're working for the cartel or something. DJT. DJT. Okay, so you're telling me that you opened up a hotel, charged $6K per night, okay, sent out an email less than 24 hours before the guy was supposed to arrive to say, sorry, you can't arrive. All right. But it gets worse. I'm not kidding you. It gets worse.
I appreciate this news arrives at very short notice, and I'm sorry for the disruption. So the night before the booking, they must have had their first night, because it's the second day that it's open. They must have had their first night, and I'm assuming it went poorly. They didn't call me. They sent this email and just assumed that I would read it before I arrived here today. And to be treated the way that I just was at the gate, reviewer or not, as a guest of Aman, who has stayed at many Aman properties, from Aman Tokyo to Aman in Bangkok to Aman Zoe, and had wonderful experiences with those teams there, to be told at the gate that I'm unwelcome to stay. They took pictures of our wonderful driver's car, and he asked them not to, and they still did, and they called the police to escort us off of the property. So this is how Aman Vari is treating their new guests, because they're not ready to accept reservations at their property. This is how they handle it.
That is not even the worst of it. It gets worse. I'm just letting you, it gets worse. Because you would think maybe, if this is the issues, and maybe it's not just like him, maybe it's a few other people. Maybe it's a few other people.
Just pulled over to the side of the road here now. The driver's actually using the bathroom because we couldn't go in and use the restroom. Here's why that was so serious. Here's why this is such a big deal. Independent reviewers protect the customer. Independent reviewers like myself help make sure that this is a balanced narrative. If you silence independent reviews and cancel the reservations before you actually check in, what happens is now the narrative is fully controlled by the corporation. Right now, as we speak, you can go on to the Aman Vari website and book a stay for tonight. There's no discount for it being in the first week. This is a hard launch. This is not a soft launch of the hotel. This isn't friends and family. The hotel is open. I got maybe 6 or 7 emails today about this hotel being open. It's officially available to book. If they canceled every single reservation this week, that would be a different story. The interaction you just saw tells you everything you need to know about how they're handling this new hotel opening. But I think the fact that I'm not able to review it is a review in and of itself. If they're not ready to have reviewers, they should not have launched. I wanted to grab this. I even got them a gift as a...
He got them fucking wine. Okay, wine, champagne, some expensive alcoholic drink to congratulate them on their opening. Sir, drink it yourself. Drink it yourself.
A celebration for opening this new hotel. I had a much different understanding of what was going to happen here today. I think it is imperative that properties, hotels, resorts, yachts allow for independent reviews to preserve the integrity of the hospitality industry as a whole. I'm going to call him right now.
This is where, like, guys, you don't understand. This video just gets worse and worse and worse as it goes. Worse and worse and worse as it goes. DJT, worst thing about it, imagine someone who ain't rich, saves up specifically to stay, and then gets turned away, and you're pretty much powerless if you're a tourist. Exactly. Exactly. A family that lives paycheck to paycheck, and a guy does really well one year, and his bonus comes in, and he's like, I've got enough to, like, take my family on this, even if it's just 2 nights somewhere. And he gets fucking turned. That's $12,000. This place, I'm sorry, just because they're a big fucking corporation company that's got fucking locations everywhere, this is not acceptable. This is so beyond not acceptable, okay? I thoroughly enjoyed studying hospitality in high school. I thoroughly enjoyed it so fucking much. And this, when it comes to customer service, oh my fuck. You can take someone who looks at your company and goes, that is created specifically from the fecal matter of Satan, and change them into, it's a puppy and it's adorable, just from customer service alone, okay? This is not okay. Half of what some people make a year for 2 nights alone. Yeah, exactly. For 2 nights alone, and this is the service you're giving people. Yeah, someone's getting fired. I've had better treatment at a place that costs like £40 a night. You get free breakfast. Exactly. I love bed and breakfasts, especially like bed and breakfasts that people run out of their house because then you get to sit and chat with them and learn about the local area. And I love those. And then hopefully they have a dog as well, and then you can play with the dog while you're there. Me and animals. Anyway, this gets worse.
Hung up on me.
They just put the phone on him. Yep,
Manager
phone
just
on
hung
him.
up on me.
Buzón de voz. La llamada se cobrará al terminar los tonos siguientes.
Okay, so they're not answering their phones at all. Not the main reservation line, not the general manager. Now I have my videographer's phone, and they answered right away.
Allow me to place you on hold 1 moment. I am still working on this.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure. All right, so at the moment, I was not able to get in contact with Mr. He seems to be unavailable.
So now, right? So now, are they dodging him? Or are they dodging the customers? Because this kind of feels like they're dodging him. I'm sorry, but it kind of feels like they're dodging him. In particular. I've done the sit-down intro before. They're so fun to do. I love filming them.
I just said goodbye to the driver who just drove 4 hours out to
4 fucking
Amanvari,
hours.
which is very remote, and back now to a new hotel I booked last minute in the car. What is happening behind that gate? I like to think I'm very reasonable. Actually, I see a lot of comments talking about how positive I am about things that otherwise would be unacceptable because I like to give the benefit of the doubt to these luxury brands that are trying their best and the people that work there. It is absolutely unacceptable and not okay to me to quiet someone who is trying to create a review during opening week of your property. I can't say that enough. They knew I was coming. The filming was not a problem. In fact, they confirmed via email that they would help facilitate filming where it doesn't bother other guests. I was very excited to showcase this property. I love.
Can I just say, on that filming bit, where they agreed for the filming, okay, for like 2.5 seconds, let's think about this, right? They agreed. They even allowed to make amenities to allow him to film. And then as he arrives, they immediately confirm who he is and then go, no, sorry, we don't have a reservation for you. Just straightforward, no. They knew exactly who he was.
Aman as a brand. I have so many incredible reviews coming to the channel of Aman properties all over the world. To threaten us and call the police to escort us off the property or past the gate is a level that I never anticipated they would take it to. I'll end with this. This was a real opportunity for Aman to step up. If they feel that their physical hard product, the actual hotel itself, or the service is not up to standards, is not ready to take on reservations, call me, send me an email more than 24 hours in advance. You're all very reasonable watching this. We could have waited a couple of weeks for Aman to get their ducks in a row and to straighten up the property. Should they be charging full price during the time that they're doing that? Definitely not. They probably should have stopped reservations for the next couple weeks to prepare. But regardless, that could have been a conversation I would have loved to have. Can you imagine that one of you were to book this and you arrive to the property and you're treated this way? I understand it's because I am a hotel reviewer here on YouTube. I understand it's because they feel they're not ready. But to not even have the human decency to come out and have a conversation with me directly, to take my phone call on the drive back, that to me is not just poor business. That to me is a lack of empathy, a lack of human acknowledgement. I cannot recommend staying at this property whatsoever, because if they're so adamant to not have a review, there must be a reason. I'm sorry, everyone, that I'm not able to review the Amanvari. I wanted to post that next week. The team is ready back in Los Angeles. So excited to get this out for all of you. You know how excited I've been if you watch the channel. I'm just so sad that I can't do that for all of you. And
Anyway, so that's the guy's whole spiel. All right, and what happened with arriving there? And like, what the fuck? Just, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you are fully aware of how much my brain is screaming, what the fuck? In like all different directions. So basically what I'm gathering is they took his money and then straight up bitched out. Sort of. Because remember, that's just one video. And I know that took us 11 minutes. Don't worry, we're not going through the entire live stream. I have points down here that we will specifically get to because he does address some of it in the live stream. And then we have an entire article. Okay, now I just want to have full confirmation. Yeah, okay, so the live came out before the art. I'm just making sure I've got everything in timeline order. Okay. I'm just letting you know now, the hotel did come out and respond to him after the live stream. It did. When we get to that, guys, you're going to be like, what the fuck? In here, there are specific parts that we need to go through. Now, his entire live stream is about an hour long, and I don't want to go through the entire thing because we ain't going to be here for 5 hours. I promise. Okay. I love you guys, but we ain't doing that tonight. I have other stories I want to get to after this one. Basically, he comes in and he starts talking. So, he goes in and at 5:30, so let me get to there, 5:30, he basically says that like they didn't technically threaten him. Technically.
And so I think that was the abundance of caution that was being taken, was just to really ensure that everything is okay. I want to absolutely clarify, Aman did not threaten me. Aman absolutely, that would be unheard of, and there was nothing related to Aman specifically or Amanvari or the general manager. Absolutely not. We did not receive any threats or anything directly. I didn't hear from any specific groups with threats directly. This was just really based on enough tips to the point where I think anyone in that position would have said, it's probably best to wait for this live stream. So again, I really appreciate all of your patience with that.
So obviously I think something has happened somewhere along there. But they at least have not threatened him. He's clarified immediately. That's the main point that I want to get to. Is like they have not threatened him. Okay? That is the most important thing. Okay? Because they kind of did help. Well, no. They tried. So a little bit further on, right? They do get hold of him.
Follow up after you purchase to ensure that you enjoyed the product.
After this.
The really challenging scenario I'm dealing with here is Aman did offer a refund for Amanvari, so I want to make sure that that is clear. There isn't a legal situation, nothing like that. They did offer a refund, and they did offer to cover non-refundable travel expenses, so related to like the driver or the flights. We have not taken them up on that. But the emotional guest recovery experience, for me, is what's missing. We are all humans at the end of the day. I understand this is a business, but in my opinion, the best way to run a business is to think about the souls, the people that you're actually working with, and the people that you're actually supporting or serving, depending on what you're doing. And in this scenario, I've been disappointed, given my love for Aman, that we haven't had a thorough conversation. And that's what I want to speak to first, is that for me, the reason that it got to the point of escalation internally for me in the video and throughout the last few days was that, we, regardless of there being an actual threat, we didn't feel safe or good after this scenario. And I didn't hear from anyone from Aman to check in to see if we're okay, or to help us get to the airport, or to see if, what's going on. Can we support? Can we find another place for you to stay? We weren't offered alternative lodging. And that seems surprising to me, given the way that we've been treated at other Aman properties, which is very, very good. So that is tough. And I think that's the hardest part to swallow, because it makes you really reconsider what the priorities are. And I'm not saying just for Amon.
So, I can tell you what the priorities are. The priorities is to get another cruise ship on the back of your dollar. That's what it is. Okay? Like, the fact that they didn't even bother getting hold of him afterwards, after all of this shit, someone couldn't phone him and be like, sir, we understand you've been turned away. We apologize for that. If he did escalate something, could have been like, there was no need for the escalation. However, as a company, we would like to ensure that something is sorted out, considering that it's our fault that we're in the situation. But no, companies wouldn't do that. Well, as he said, directly, what happened indirectly. I would love to know indirectly what happened. I would absolutely love to know indirectly what happened. Also, if anyone is curious, someone did ask if Amon ever apologized, right? Someone did ask. I think it's, we'll need to go a little bit more. I think it's from there.
A campaign that I'm going to be running, but there may be some clarification that is needed here. So there's a question, has Amon reached out and apologized after the video? Unfortunately, no. I have not received an apology, nor has my team. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
Not even a single apology. Not even a single apology. No, not even a single apology. So he does get to the explanation of the gate situation, but I want to go the explanation of the escalation and the anonymous tips. Okay. Because that is for me, that is where things kind of get like, what the fuck? Just a little bit. Let me just get to the right timestamp. Sorry, I've got them all written down at the bottom over here. Can I say that I spent a lot of time writing out timestamps? I understand why people on dockets hate writing out timestamps sometimes. I get it. I get it. Timestamps are hectic. Okay, my problem is I will watch a video once and then I will go in and watch it a second time for the timestamps. And then the most ironic thing is an apology is absolutely free. I know priority for those companies is money as much as they can get. Yes. 100% DJC, 100%. Like, that's their priority. They don't give a shit that it's a person. Anything that doesn't involve money, they don't care. Exactly. It is, it's so fucking sad. It's so sad.
Excellent. They are really genuinely excellent. And the teams are excellent as well. So I'm looking forward to bringing those to the channel. In fact, the next review that I put out is going to be the review that we actually had to stop in the middle of the review in order to leave because of the way that the Amon Bari situation was escalating. So you'll see that on camera as we're finishing the review. We had to stop and pick it back up back here. So that's going to be coming next to the channel. Maybe the comparison, maybe that one, I'm not quite sure. We'll figure it out once we all settle back in. Okay, let's see some questions here.
Did you guys catch that? Did you guys catch that? Because this is where I go, what the fuck? So you were in the middle of another review and you needed to stop it because things on the Amon Bari thing? What happened? What happened? What tips happened? Like, what did someone from Amon Bari phone the hotel that you were reviewing and they told you to leave? Because if so, that's now them going towards your income because of a bad review. So listen, I am just a meager little soul on the internet. I don't own any hotels. I don't run any lavish groups. Okay, I have a group of like weird personalities in my head where we dress lavishly and party once in a while, but like it's not, you know, but surely you would have more fucking decorum as a company. Anyway, I would like to let you guys know. Let me go back to solo so I can swap over to the next screen. Let me let you guys know this. He does continue in the live stream to say that he will continue to support Amon Vari. He will continue to support the Amon group and he will continue to review them. Also, someone did ask how it's escalating. Let me just it accidentally pressed play and I was like, fuck, I forgot this part's in here. Yeah, hold on.
Great question. Mainly the press, I would say. This got out of our community on YouTube and expanded into the travel advisor community, into the general travel community, and then expanded past that into the national press and publication side of
Oh, it
things.
finally got
And
there.
as soon as it hit that level of expansion, it got to the point where it felt like, okay, now we need to start to really consider, because we've opened this conversation much larger than just the small community that we're normally having a conversation about this in, you know, those that are passionate hospitality professionals or interested parties or travelers. So that was the point where it got we started to have conversations around, okay, it's escalating. That's what I mean by escalating, not threats or anything like specifically from groups. But there definitely were many in the hundreds of anonymous tips that we received.
Anonymous tips for what, sir? For what? For what? Explain. Explain. All right. Anyway, we're not going to go through the rest. I'm pretty sure the rest is fine. Final statements about them approving. We really don't need to go through that. It's like literally 3 seconds. Not even. It's like 30 seconds of him, like, how they can improve their stuff. I'm pretty sure we're all on the same page. Forsaken DJT, yeah, they will find any excuse with a magnifying glass to raise the price and will avoid every reason like a professional tax evader to not lower the prices. Yep. Literally, Forsaken and I were actually having this discussion earlier on, like, the moment things are going well and you're like, oh, this is great, we're just gonna like keep upping the price and upping the price and upping the price. And I'm like, you realize you're now just fucking yourself over just a little bit, just a little bit. Oh, we were having a discussion about how like Burger King is officially like overtaking McDonald's when it comes to fast food in America. Which, like, good. Okay? Good. Then we get, and I'm sorry guys, do I have an ad blocker? Yes. Am I ever going to use it? No. I don't feel like it. So, warning for those who, listen, it's all bright from here, okay? This page is brighter than my future. We can all deal with it for 2.5 seconds. All right. So this is an article. It's on the lifeandlifestyle.com. Aman Vari Ryan Walker controversy. Okay, this is a wonderful article that was written by a guy called Matthew Clint on the 13th of August. See, guys, the update that I told you about? The update, here it is. 13th of August. All right. Aman has finally broken its silence over the bizarre incident involving luxury hotel reviewer Ryan Walker at the newly opened Aman Vari in Mexico, accusing Walker of publishing a deceptively edited video and offering several new details that complicate the original story. I'm not surprised, but I'm also not about to. All right. They did put out an entire thing. I think it was in the Times or so. One of the publications that expects you to pay for their shit to read it. Like, no. Get fucked. You run enough ads on your page. I don't now need to actually pay for you as well, along with having big companies pay you just to read your words. Fuck off. He doesn't like to talk in riddles, does he? Apparently not. Okay. Earlier this month, I wrote about the extraordinary experience of YouTuber Ryan Walker, who traveled to the brand new Aman Vari resort in Baja California, for a confirmed one-night stay, costing blah, 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 turn away at the gate. Okay, I want to get to... The video went viral. Aman Vari was widely exhorted... I cannot pronounce that word. Exhorted words. I'm not pronouncing that. You guys can see it. But Aman has now responded and claims that there is more to the story. Am I going to bother today? No, my mouth hurts. In a statement to the Wall Street Journal, that's the one that keeps making you pay for their shit, the Aman spokesperson did not mince words. The deceptively edited video created by someone unauthorized to be on our property does not reflect the circumstances of the incident accurately. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that's definitely not mincing words. Kind of like I mince words, that ain't mincing words. That's quite an accusation. The Aman offered several specific points to support its version of events. First, Aman says police were never actually called. In Walker's video, an Amon Vari employee can clearly be heard saying, "I need to call the police now." Walker then sees her on the telephone and concludes she is doing exactly that. But Walker left before any police appeared, and Amon says its incident report contains no indication that law enforcement was ever contacted. When the Wall Street Journal presented that claim to Walker, he acknowledged that he never actually saw the police arrive and said he had hoped Amon was telling the truth. I'm not sure about these. I'm not sure this absolves the hotel, though I'd be very happy if they did not call the police. Walker was plainly threatened with police, at least based on the words captured in his own video, but saying Amon Vari called the police is stronger than the evidence presently supports. Second, Amon says Walker did not arrive at the resort's normal guest entrance. Ladies and gents, when you know that little freak out that we had about them not having the right directions? Well, according to Amon, Walker and his driver instead reached staff access points. Audio in Walker's own footage apparently captures someone saying in Spanish, words I'm not going to bother pronouncing, or this is the employee entrance. Walker says that his driver simply followed GPS directions and that he did not hear the remark at the time. That certainly helps explain why the arrival experience looked so strange, though it does not explain everything that followed. Walker was warned about a media blackout before his stay. What warning of a media blackout when we saw... Before we even get to the section, first of all, what media blackout? Because we saw the confirmation. Oh, sorry, I hit you guys. I'm sorry. What media confirmation? Blackout confirmation? Because like we saw that they were going to help him record and get footage. The most significant new detail concerns correspondence between Walker and Amon Vari before his arrival. According to emails reviewed by the Journal, Amon Vari contacted Walker 5 days before his stay and told him it could not accommodate staying involving content coverage during a month-long media blackout surrounding the resort's opening. The hotel suggested that he postpone his visit. Walker responded that he should simply be treated as a regular paying guest. Amon Vari then replied that it was prepared to welcome him, but explained that he could not film in public areas and would need approval to film private spaces, like really, even in his own guest room. The hotel further added that content could not be published until after the media exclusivity period. Now, you're telling me that they had a media exclusivity period where like they had specific people go in to create content? Because that's pretty much what it is. Like, that means nobody can take this. We've got specific people that we want to have that so that we've got these professional photos for it. And we don't want other people sitting there on their phones in like the back of every photo. Like, I get that. I understand where we're going with it. But like none? But then why did we have the email saying that he could? On the other hand, Walker knew perfectly well that Amon Vari did not want media coverage during its opening period and that filming restrictions applied. On the other hand, the hotel's response certainly appears to confirm that his reservations remain intact. If Amon wanted to cancel his stay because it ultimately concluded that his presence as a content creator was incompatible with its media blackout, it should have done so clearly and well in advance. Instead, the reservation was cancelled shortly before arrival. Amon says it notified Walker both by email and WhatsApp. We didn't see the WhatsApp one. Walker initially stated in his video that the cancellation email arrived late the night before, but later acknowledged to the Journal that it had actually arrived the previous morning. Hey, MJ, welcome. Welcome, MJ. We're in the midst of absolute bullshit right now. We're in top tier bullshittery range, okay? We have created an entire monument to the gods of fuckulation right now.
Boom Boom Pow 1 paid one person / people's taxes to the Fey Council.
Thank you very much, Mr. Boom. I appreciate you. And those who have gotten their taxes paid. Please thank the people that said, but thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you very much, Boom. I really do. Thank you. But yeah, we are currently in the middle of absolute what the fuck. The previous morning, he says he simply did not see it. That's a little troubling and highly convenient in the sense that I have a feeling Walker did not see it because this was the first review in which he filmed his journey and arrived at the property. He also says he did not see the WhatsApp message until the Journal subsequently brought it to his attention. How many of you guys have WhatsApp on your phone? Just out of curiosity. Like, how many of you have WhatsApp on your phone? I've got WhatsApp on my phone. I use my WhatsApp more than anything to message people.
Okay,
Like,
great.
why did that stop playing? Let me just close that so it doesn't play again. I have WhatsApp on my phone, and I use it quite a bit. Like, that is my main method of communication with people on my phone. Main method of communication. So, like, how do you not see it? Like, I'm a part of WhatsApp groups. I get messages constantly from groups. Do I respond? No, but I see them. If the email was sitting in his inbox for most of the day before his scheduled stay, it is harder to characterize the cancellation itself as something sprung on him at the gate. Even though I still find it problematic, canceling a confirmed, says 4,600, it's more, reservation in one day before arrival is hardly impressive hospitality, particularly when the guest has already traveled to Mexico for the stay. My view has changed a little, but not much. I think Aman has raised some fair points. The title of Walker's video appears to categorically if police were never actually called. He should also correct his original timeline concerning when the cancellation email arrived. Agreed. That needs to be edited in the video. It needs to be edited. At the pre-arrival correspondence makes clear that this was not simply an unsuspecting guest who happened to show up with a camera. Aman Vari knew exactly who Walker was, and Walker knew exactly how the resort felt about filming during its opening period. I wish Walker had been a bit more transparent, but I struggle to see how any of that excuses the way the situation was handled. Aman Vari accepted his reservation and subsequently told him it was prepared to welcome him as a subject to filming restrictions. Then it cancelled his stay roughly a day notice because apparently it was so afraid that his videos and photos would make the resort look bad. When he nevertheless appeared at the property, the interaction devolved to the point where an employee threatened to call the police rather than having a senior manager calmly come out and explain what had happened. This is Aman, after all. We're talking about a resort charging nearly $5,000 per night and brand new, built almost entirely around extraordinary services, discretion, and anticipation of guests' needs. Whatever Walker got wrong in his video, Aman still handled this poorly. Completely poorly. And accusing him of deceptively editing the video is a serious charge that deserves more support than simply pointing out that some context was missing. Editing a long encounter into an 11-minute YouTube video is inevitable. The relevant question is whether Walker deliberately removed material that materially changed what occurred. Based on what we know now, I'm not convinced of that. And neither am I. I am convinced that his headline went too far. No, I think it went very well. Conclusion. Aman's response adds impact context to what Ryan Walker's controversy at Aman Vari. Walker knew about the resort's media blackout, arrived though through what Aman says were staff entrances, misstated when he received his cancellation email, and cannot establish that the police were actually called. Those facts matter. But so does this. Aman Vari cancelled a confirmed 6,000 stay at the last minute, after previously telling Walker it was prepared to welcome him, then allowed the situation at the gate to descend into an embarrassing confrontation. Anyway, the rest is just comments. I'm also not reading the last paragraph because I'm not that kind of person. But what do you guys think? Who's in the wrong here? The hotel or Ryan? Or are they both in the shit stick right now? Like if we have to go, Ryan, is he the asshole, or is the company the asshole, or is just like everyone sucks? Because I would say, like, at this point in time, the company's the asshole. Okay, why is your staff entrance your GPS directions? Like, why is your staff entrance your GPS directions? And if you have an issue with that, okay, now, this is something that I actually do have a little bit of work in. When I opened up my second company, okay, we needed to be careful because the location that we took over was known as something else. There was a previous company in that location. So we needed to go ahead and get hold of like Google to kind of like change the shit so that it reflects our company. It was a back and forth to try and get it done, but eventually we got it so that it reflected where our company was. And I did all of that before we even opened. Why? Because I'm the bitch who doesn't understand directions and needs a GPS to get me places. Okay, and if I'm relying on a GPS to get me somewhere, it means I'm relying on Google Maps to get me somewhere. And if I'm relying on Google Maps, it means I'm relying on the company to do its fucking job and get the directions done correctly. That is on you. If you're gonna do it in this day and age, get your fucking directions correct. Am I wrong? Maybe I'm just a bit of a bitch on that one. Maybe. But that's how I feel. Like, you should get, especially with a company of this magnitude, you should get your directions correct. And that's just one thing. That's just one thing. He couldn't phone them as if they blocked his number, which is very rude and treats him very badly. Exactly. He phoned and they put the phone down on him. Like, solidly just put the phone down on him. But then answered his cameraman's phone. And when they found out it was him, it was, oh no, sorry, the guy's not available now. There needs to be more. I want to see more of what's going on. I'm dying to find out more, but this is only a 2-day-old update, and I will keep my eye on it if anything happens. Trust me, if anything happens, I will let you guys know. 100%. I will let you guys know. All right. Now, we're going to take a tiny little break. Sorry, deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay. Fuck hotels. Fuck hotel managers. Fuck the hospitality industry for 2 seconds. We love you. We wish you peace, but we wish you peace over there. Okay, because the next story has got nothing to do with a hotel. Well, technically it's at a resort. Technically. I need to go through something with you guys. Now, I'm pretty sure we all realize that I'm a little bit of a Disney girl myself. I like Disney stuff. I have a huge love for anything Disney. My favorite movie in the entire world is Wreck-It Ralph. Okay. I have a love for Disney. And that's okay. Like, I'm not one of those weird Disney adults that'll like go to Disney World and then like tell you that your kids need to fuck off so that I can ride the ride first. Like, that's not me. Like, I will let the kids go first. That's cool. I'll wait. Okay, so like I'm not those bad Disney adults. But I love Disney. There is a girl who has recently been in the media. Now, I want to try and handle this. Toy Story is amazing, yes. I want to try and handle this with as much delicacy as I can. Because this is very, very intense to kind of go through. There is a girl who is on the spectrum. I don't know exactly where on the spectrum she falls, but she is on the spectrum. And she has been called out for stalking a Disney actor. Not a particular Disney actor, more a Disney character at a Disney park for 10 years. Okay? And this is the very, very weird Peter Pan situation that's going on. Okay? So I would like to introduce you guys to Tony. Tony is in her 20s. She is quite a large following. She's doing quite well. And every single week for the last 10 years, she has gone to Disneyland and she has spoken or taken a photo with Peter Pan. I hate Disney adults. Listen. She's the definition of Peter Pan syndrome. Literally. This is her for 10 years with Peter Pan. Could be different actors, bunch of stuff. Thus, 10 years every week. She really likes Peter Pan. So she put this up. And I mean, this is really cute. 10 years ago, I met the lost boy who changed my life. Probably when she figured out Peter Pan existed. Realized that she doesn't have to grow up. And that's fine. Listen, Peter Pan syndrome's fun. I know, because I have it sometimes. No, I just never want to grow up. I'm just me. But you know, very cute photos. Honestly, very, very cute photos, right? Here's the problem, right? She put this up and immediately started getting major backlash. Okay. This one got the most backlash because here you can see she's kind of 2016. She's following him around, chatting to him. And people are like, this is not okay. This is not okay. I'm sorry, but if you have something that brings you joy and you're not harming anyone and you're just, the actor is fine with it. I mean, look, 10 years later, she's still walking around with him. In fact, you see that little thing in his hand? She crocheted it for him. She made the actor, or Peter Pan, something. To kind of like, you know, thank you for bringing a spark into my life. Here's something to remind you that you've changed someone's life. You know? It's like a little bit of something sweet. Okay? I think it's really cool. Don't get me wrong. I would 100% be one of those people. If I had, I don't know, let's see. If there was a, see, I don't even have theme parks near me. I really don't. Okay, let's say I live near Disney, okay? Say I live near Disney, and, okay, let's take Nightmare Before Christmas, because I love Nightmare Before Christmas. Let's say every year, for 10 years, I go to Disney, and I go to Sally, okay, from Nightmare Before Christmas. I go up to the actor for Sally, and I chat to her, and I spend time, and I get it, it's a little parasocial, okay, but it's something that brings me joy, okay? Someone who's already struggling with the outside world. This is someone who, like, I don't have to pretend around. I can just sit and talk, and we can talk about the thing that I love because they're part of the thing that I love. And this is literally like it's just a little bit of escapism. And for someone who just wants to be happy, let it happen. Unless she is randomly like physically touching the guy or saying things that are completely out of left field and not allowed, she's just hanging out with the actor. He's already getting paid to be there. Okay. Now I want to put this into a very, very quick thing, okay? Because there's quite a few tabs that I have here. Quite a few tabs. Okay? For this, she, as you guys can see on her profile, doesn't just chill with Peter Pan. She's got some Spider-Man stuff. She's got some Minnie Mouse stuff. She's got like, what's this? More Minnie Mouse stuff. There's like literally Pirates of the Caribbean. She even dressed up as a pirate for that one. Some stormtroopers. Okay? Just literally, she's got some Star Wars stuff. So it's not like this is just Peter Pan. That's what I want people to understand. Like, she's not just obsessing over Peter Pan. Peter Pan is just the recent ones that she's putting up. Okay? This is just, she's a Disney person. Okay? There's a little bit more Peter Pan. But again, it's mixed in with so many other things. Okay? So many other things. She has been called a stalker. Now, I'm pretty sure you guys saw it, the very first comment that's over here by whoever fucking Jennifer is, but I can tell you now, Jennifer, please get kicked. Disney probably notifies every new Peter Pan actor about you. You know what, Jennifer? I hope somewhere in your life someone took away your joy. And you feel crushed about it because that's what you're doing with this little girl. It irritates me. It irritates me. We're going to go through things. The story has blown up slightly to the point where old actors, I'm literally quotated, like actors came out about this. We'll go onto her Instagram. Here, she again, it's not as many followers, but she's almost on 10K. Huge thing about Disney. Again, all the different things. She's just having fun. She's just being a Disney kid. Okay? Then people decided we're going to hop on and talk shit too. So this is one. This is Joshua. I have not seen this. So we're going to watch this shit together. This is some of the videos that I have not seen. Because I'm pretty sure I'm going to get angry and I'd like you to see the raw anger while I stream. Then have to watch this and then have to, you know, not be as angry.
Everyone, I'm Joshua, and I used to be a character performer for Walt Disney World in Orlando, Florida. It recently came to my attention that there is this girl that's going viral. I think her name is Tony or something like that, who is obsessed with Peter Pan at Disney World. And I used to be best friends with Peter Pan. If you don't know what I'm saying, I'm going to include pictures of my best friend. Since the controversy started going viral on TikTok, I just wanted to hop on here and talk about a few thoughts that I had. First thing is unrelated from the viral craze that's going on with Tony and her obsession with Peter Pan, but is more to do so with my opinions on the phrase best friend. When you are a character performer with Walt Disney World, they ask you to claim that you are best friends with a certain character as not to spoil the magic for the children. I have a few thoughts on that. My biggest thought is that I think it's a little bit dumb because most children that go to the parks obviously think that they're meeting a real life character, and that's magical and that's wonderful and that's great. However, the internet is supposed to be meant for people that are 13 years of age and older. If your parent is letting you on the internet before the age of 13, then that's going to be on the parents, not the performer.
So you said a whole bunch of nothing while saying a whole bunch of nothing. You think it's stupid that Disney characters need to be friends with Disney characters for the magic, therefore it's on the parents on why the kids are there. Sir, did anybody else get an aneurysm? Like, am I having a stroke? Am I having a stroke? Also, before we get any further, notice when I spoke about Tony, I said Disneyland, not Disney World. But you ain't even at the same resort.
I think that we can all collectively agree that if you are 13 years of age or older, you likely don't believe in Disney characters anymore, or at least that they're
Bitch, you take that back! I am a proud 34-year-old woman who still believes in Disney characters. Don't fuck with me.
real. The same way that you wouldn't believe that Santa Claus is real at the age of...
Bitch, I can take you to a hotel. I can take you to a hotel that will make you believe Santa exists. Don't fuck with me. And yes, the Tooth Fairy exists as well. I dare you to prove me wrong.
13. I always thought that this was a little bit disrespectful towards the performers, as it's nice to say that you are the role in which you've been cast in, just like you would if you were on Broadway or in a regional theater production.
Oh, here's the difference. Broadway, regional theater production, adult audience. Adults know it's not real. Children audience, children need the magic. Don't ruin it, fucking Grinch. Just let people enjoy their life. Exactly!
It's nice to have credit for the work that you do. Now, the matter at hand. Back to the obsession with Peter Pan. I myself, whilst working at Disney World, had a stalker. She came to my line every single shift that I was Peter Pan, and likely to the other 2 or 3 people that were cast in the role of...
I'm sorry, sir, did you not just say Peter Pan was your best friend and now you're in the role of Peter Pan? I love it when people contradict themselves in videos. I love this. Please, continue your bullshit.
Of Peter Pan at the time, and she would continue to circle the queue line over and over and over again to see Peter Pan. Now, this person was not a child. This person was easily in her late 20s, early 30s, and would come to my line time and time again, asking disturbing questions, asking a little bit essay SH type questions that the character attendant that was helping me on these sets was quite unsure of how to handle the situation. Now, while I did experience this awkward moment time and time again with this stalker, there were more moments that the Disney princesses endured with really creepy dads and really creepy older men that would circle the queue lines and do similar things, most of the time much worse, and be handsy with the princesses on cast at Disney.
I've never been to a Disney World and I've never been to a Disneyland, but I would like to know any of those who have been, right? I am pretty sure there is some form of security around. So if anything does happen with the princesses, it's immediately handled and nobody can actually touch them. Like, I'm pretty sure there's some sort of fucking security around. Like, I get questions. You can't exactly stop a person from, like, asking a question. All right. But, like, I just don't believe it's Peter Pan's story. I don't believe it's Peter Pan's story. First, he was best friends with Peter Pan, and now he's not Peter Pan, bitch. And now he is Peter Pan.
Disney World. Now, I'm not going to outright say that I blame Disney for these instances, as they couldn't control what the guests were going to act like once they were in the park. However, I do think Disney needs to pay more attention to how the character performers are being treated when they're on set. There also would be times when different guests would just ask inappropriate questions or questions that included cuss words or ugly language, and I think when you're there as the character performer, it's really hard to mitigate these types of situations and learn how to steer in the other direction when doing.
Well, you know what? That's kind of part of your job description as a Disney performer at the Disney locations, is to be able to handle these situations, because you're a paid Disney performer. Oh my gosh, it's kind of like you get a salary for this. It's kind of like you get a salary for this.
Dealing with these things, because obviously Disney is a place that was catered towards children to begin with. So this type of language is never going to be appropriate to use, even as an adult. And obviously, yes, all the character performers are also adults, but it's hard for us to figure out how to mitigate that situation. And I know that all character performers would really appreciate it if we use our common sense skills to be nice. So next time you're there, if you're an adult and you want to meet a character, just remember to be respectful and kind to the performer. And don't be a Tony.
I'm sorry, you're going to end it with don't be a Tony. A little girl who just enjoyed a performer, or not even a performer, a character. And you can see through her photos, there's been several different actors that have played the character. It's not like she's gone after one particular actor. And you're going to say, don't be a Tony. Don't be a this guy. Don't be a this guy. Like, I'm sorry. Don't be a this guy. There are comments here, but none of these have been absolutely confirmed that I've seen. Okay? And I want proof that she's done anything inappropriate, because as far as I can see, all she did was throw out an appreciation for a character she liked. Okay? That's literally all I saw. Then, can I say, when you type in her name into YouTube, okay, this is from like yesterday. I will just quickly, okay? And I'll show you. I've seen Adam's one, and I saw like 3 minutes of Einaber's one. This one was, I have not gone through the others. I refuse because I want to go through this myself. I want to go through the stuff myself, come to my own conclusion, and not be fucking taken down by other people's opinion of what's going on. Like, I want to figure this out myself. Okay? As far as I can see, there isn't a lot of proof of what she's been chatting to him, she's been making him things. She's just been a fan. Okay? Can I be MJ? MJ, you can always be MJ. You can always be MJ, okay? In fact, in a world of like normal people, be an MJ, okay? And if you can't be an MJ, at least be a unicorn, because it's kind of magical. All right? Always be an MJ. All right? And this is not the only person that spoke out. Can I say that the actor that is currently being blasted with these stalker things from Tony, has not spoken out. He has not said anything. In fact, he has gone out of his way to just not respond, as far as I can see. I haven't seen a response. If anybody knows of a response, please let me know. I will 100% do an update if I have to. But it is just, there is no, he hasn't responded. He has not gone out and been like, I'm uncomfortable with this. The internet has taken someone's appreciation and turned it into something fucking weird. Then there's this guy. All right. Now, I want to tell you guys, I found this article. Okay. I found this because this is another guy who worked as Peter Pan. In that case, I want to be a Luna. Are you sure it's a bit mental here? we're a bit crazy. we have conversations with the voices in our head and call it a board meeting. Okay. It's a meeting of the council. So all of this, woman behind the TikTok things, gone viral, blah, blah, blah. Like, look, she's just walking with him all nicely, grabbing his signature, little fart. Like, look, all happy, no problems. Like, where is there anything? Like, I'm sorry, but it's now apparently this guy, I found it. Former Disney World employee. So another Disney, guys. I like this person's idea at the bottom here. You can't see it. I'm going to bring it up here. So I think they should add a Tinkerbell who steals Peter Pan out of jealousy when interactions go too long. You know. Now, when I say once again, jumping on the bandwagon because of this entire thing, this is another douchebag that's done it. Okay? This is, it's Ryan Spam. Can we just? Oh God, I need to like up his volume. Where's your volume, dude? There it is. Let's go back.
Hello, my name's Ryan, and
Hello,
I used
you're
to
an
be a
idiot.
character at Disney World. I used to work for Disney World, and I used to play Peter Pan's character. Because I'm seeing the Tony's Girl case video about the new Peter Pan, and the fact that she's doing it for like 10 years. I've already met her in the park. And one thing I have to say is that you cannot break characters. Like, it's like in your contracts, you cannot just like break out of the character, otherwise you're gonna be fired. So you just have to be like, yeah, hi, like all bubbly and all like nice. Not that you don't have to be nice, but when someone's following you for like the past 10 years. And so I was fired from Disney World because I just break characters with that girl. It became like so annoying. I was like, okay girl, okay, let me show you who Peter Pan really is. And so I break characters and I was fired. But I just think that like being obsessive with fake characters when you know I'm just getting paid just to buy my new Birkin and you're following me all across the park. No. I have some other really juicy story times about me working at Disney World. So if you wanna get more, just tell me. Hello, my name's...
Okay. Hands up if you believe him. Hands up if you believe him. Because, like, honestly, I might believe that an ice pick lobotomy might fix me more before I believe him. Okay, once again, I worked at Disney World. This all happened at Disneyland. I broke character with her. Would you have really? You met her? But Disneyland, Disney World. So I'm not even American. Like, when I say every Tom, Dick, and fucking Harry has jumped on the bandwagon and gone, I was there. Why? Because you have blue eyes and think you can blow it off? No. So, from this motherfucker over here, okay, And this motherfucker over here, I don't believe any of it. I don't believe any of it. I don't. I personally think that if a character is something that you really enjoy and you want to go and meet them every fucking Tuesday, all right? And then go home and write in your diary, oh, I met Peter Pan today and we walked around the park and I got an ice cream afterwards. Do it. If you're going there to be like, hey, Peter Pan, what? So, did not mean to press play there. So, if you're just going there and you're like, hey, Peter Pan, when do you get off your shift? You know, I wanna know if we could, like, that would be fucking weird. That would be gross. But if you're literally just someone who's on the spectrum, enjoys a character and just wants to be there and enjoy a little bit of fucking magic, you've got two weirdo guys online coming out going, I did it. I was there. I had it. You both should be ashamed of yourselves. Honestly. Like, I don't mean to do this, but I'm gonna do it. You should have been raised better. Like, you should have been raised better. The second guy, immediately, I do not believe your story, sir. I do not believe that you were there. I do not believe that you were one of the actors. I don't even believe that you were Peter Pan. I don't. Okay, because the moment you open your mouth, Peter Pan is not European. You know what? Maybe Disney is so about the immersion that there are specific accents that they want for their characters. I don't know, but when he spoke, it threw me off. I was like, that's not what I thought Peter Pan sounded like. I don't know. It's so weird. MJ, as someone who has nearly a decade experience of dealing with the Lunas, the first psychiatric facility ever, and its first patient was Luna in the past life, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if I was the reason they created psychiatric clinics in the past life. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. All right. So now I'm going to end this on like one very, very intense thing. This is the final story that I have, and it's literally going to be the smallest story to cover. And I'm doing this as a precursor for those who are currently attacking Tony and everything that's going on without understanding the full story and just running with bullshit. There is a girl who was a part of a K-pop fandom. Okay, and I'm going to make this a very, very serious note here. Okay, we're gonna take joking aside for 2 seconds. I apologize for the shift of tone here, but this is dead fucking serious. Okay, when it comes to people like this who just want to be a little bit a part of something magical, when the internet goes off at them like this, you get deadly situations. This happened 3 days ago. I would just like to say that this happened 3 days ago because someone who enjoyed a fandom was bullied within it. K-pop influencer and superfan commits Minecraft on live stream after harassment from ENHYPEN fans. Okay, I'm not going to go through this entire article. I'm not going to read through everything. Just know that this story is out there. A 26-year-old girl in South Korea was bullied by a fandom she loved. So when you're out there saying shit about Tony, think about the real life implications just because you want a story. That is the only serious thing I gotta say. And I'm sorry for the tone shift, but that is how serious this is. I get it, bullying can sometimes build character, but when you take things this far, things end in a way you do not want them to. And I'm sorry for the tone shift, but that needed to be said, especially with this Tony situation. She is a girl on the spectrum looking for magic. Let her have it. Stop being a Dursley. Anyway, now that we're back to normal, tone shift over, we can kind of, hi. That was my warning. Yeah, I will go back to being Lulu now. He makes a good point about obsessive behavior. I don't think it gets to the point of her stalking. It seems innocent in this case. That's the thing. It seems innocent in this case. The internet changed the meaning of truth and proof forever. Yes. And now that AI is a big one, it's only going to get worse. Exactly. Exactly. Which is why I won't sit and watch the other drama videos until I've done my video and my research and gone through how I feel. Then I will go through the other videos, and if more stuff comes out, I will issue the clarification that I need to, if it's needed. But I'm not going to taint myself with something that somebody may have gotten from an AI somewhere. This is stuff that I went out and found. Stuff that I looked for. Okay? This is what I was searching for today. We just gotta make sure everything's alright. Let people have a little bit of happiness. Okay? I fully believe in the, if it's not harming anyone, do whatever the fuck you want. I think the world would be a much better place if we did that. As long as you're not harming anyone or anything, do whatever the fuck you want. But on that note, guys, I'm not ending the stream completely here, but we are going to do a full tone shift into something else, away from drama, and just spend the next 10 minutes just chatting and building things up. So, this is probably where, just so you guys know, I am going to land up downloading this live stream afterwards, cutting it up and adding these videos to my YouTube, just as a test. But for the next 10 minutes, I kind of want to chat, okay? Because I have a recording that I'm doing just now with Siren. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. It has been intense. We're going to get there. We're going to get there. Got the recording that I'm going to do with Siren for the podcast. I'm very excited. We've got the first thing up and going. I've got videos downloaded. We're going to go through that. I cannot wait. Second thing, my 24-hour live stream should have happened this weekend. As you guys know, it should have also happened the weekend prior. But with me being sick, it kind of took a bit of a dip in everything. So we will still have our 24-hour stream. It is 100% still coming up, and it will most likely happen either this weekend coming. So not, hold on, I'll give you the exact date. Let me just find the date. 2 seconds. It will probably happen either on the 22nd through to the 23rd. If I cannot, then it will 100% happen on the 29th to the 30th. We are not ending August without a 24-hour stream. I refuse. I refuse. I have things to celebrate. Okay? So that is definitely coming up. I'm working on all of that. I'm trying to get things going. Third thing. We have officially hit the 1,000 hours needed in Siren's VC. Okay, we hit it. We got to 1,000 hours. We did an entire countdown. We got to 1,000. It was great. And then Boom kicked us all out. So that he could be the last man standing. It was beautiful. It was absolutely beautiful. We finally hit 1,000 hours. I cannot explain how fucking grateful I am to have been able to spend a total of 41 motherfucking days in that server. I had so much fun. We learned so much about each other. We held down that VC like there was no tomorrow. Okay, we did it. I actually think I would like to show you guys the screenshot that I have. Let me just find it here. I have the screenshot. All right, I'm gonna show you guys. We hit 1,000 hours. It is like one of the most. I'm so proud of us. I'm so proud of us. Let me just save this because I screenshotted it and then immediately. It's image 3. Yeah, we can do that one. Change. Pictures. That's the tier. Where is it? There it is. There it is. All right, guys. I'm not even kidding. I'm not even kidding. I'm gonna make that bigger. We did it. There's all of us. 1,000 hours in the VC. Okay? 1,000 hours and a minute. But we were there. We were there. It was great. We had lots of fun. So I am officially back in my server. I am back there now. 1,000 hours in my server? I don't know. But we do need to think of fun things to do. So I am thinking of doing, if you guys are in the server, I'm going to put up a couple of polls over the next couple of days. We're going to see what goes, what works. I would appreciate all votes into the polls if you guys can. And we'll have some fun. I want to do a movie night where we all chill in VC and watch a movie together and talk shit. I want to do, someone came up, I think it was Siren and Boom came up with like the charades idea. I would love to do charades. I think that would be a great idea. We'll have some fun. We'll do some like tabletop stuff. We'll play some games. We'll just chill in the VC. So I am back. I've been in the VC now, my VC in Phase World for 12 hours. Am I starting 1,000 hours? No. No, I'm not starting 1,000 hours in my server. Not a chance. But I am there, and I'm going to be there as much as I possibly can. As you guys know, I am now officially nocturnal. So I am up round about 7, 8 a.m. Like Mountain Standard Time. I'm up at 9 a.m. EST. Okay. And I go to bed at about 2 a.m. EST. And most of that time I'm in my server. Most of that time. So, as you guys want to, I've just posted it as well. Come join me in the Discord. It's loads of fun. All you've got to do is apply, do the little quiz. We'll go over the stuff and we'll accept you guys into the server if everything is all right. Please make sure that if your Discord name is different to your YouTube or your Twitch name, that you just pop it in there so that we know exactly who you are. The reason we do this is because there's a community that I come from that is not exactly the most appetizing to be around. So we just try and filter out those guys as much as possible. But I mean, if you're not a part of that community, didn't come from that community or any of that, I'm pretty sure we're good. We're good. But for now, I hope you guys are doing well. I love you all. I'm going to head off and spend a little bit of time. Drunks and strippers, yeah, that community, okay? Don't get me wrong. Always up for a good hooker, but Luna, you can't make that joke. You cannot make that joke. I'm going to anyway. I'm always up for like a good party, but not that much of a party. Anyway, I'm gonna head off. I'm gonna go chill. I'm gonna get some coffee because I think, unfortunately, the gremlins have gotten to mine. So I have like 3 sips left there. I'm gonna go and get some coffee. I'm going to get ready to record because I need a different makeup look for recording. And I will see you guys not tomorrow. Tomorrow is Sunday. I'm taking the Sunday to relax. Okay, I'm warning you now already. I am warning you now. I will not be live tomorrow. Terrible foreshadowing. Watch me go live tomorrow. But I will not be live tomorrow. I will be back on Monday. We're going to get through some more Baldur's Gate. We're officially in Act 3. I am so excited to be in Act 3, guys. Act 3 of Baldur's Gate. Okay? I want to go and... Why did I not do Baldur's Gate yesterday? As you guys know, I didn't have a decent thumbnail. And I still don't have a decent thumbnail. I'm working on it. I'm working on it. But I'm going to have some fun now. Get some recording done. Chill with my friends for a bit. And if you guys are in the Phase World VC or Discord, join us in the VC. There's a bunch of us in there and we're just chatting, hanging out, relaxing. So it'll be great to chat to you guys. For now, I'm going to head to the end screen, play the credits, and I will chat to you guys on Monday. I love you all and thank you for being here for a very fun experiment. I'm dying to see what the results show. Bye!